7%, which isn't great, but I'm glad that right now it doesn't seem like it's too bad for you guys, maybe. Why do you look so different from the Shane video? Well, you guys, I mean, I don't want to, like, you know, get into, like, all that too much. That video's a pretty long time ago anyway, but I'll just kind of say, you know, I was going through a lot during that time, and, like, you know, when I was kind of gone and kind of in a program and stuff, like, it was never really anything that, like, I was meant to, like, stay on forever when I was there. I'm not gonna get into, like, issues or stuff like that that, like, I've come across. Maybe at some point I'll talk more about that, but, you know, it was pretty, like, intense with things in there that can kind of, like, affect your body in, like, different ways. You know, not in a rude way, but it's also kind of, like, the video is, like, from, you know, like what, like, maybe, like, 2 years ago or something now, so a lot of that's kind of in the past, like, you know, you looked amazing back in those videos. Well, thank you, but, you know, I don't really think, like, I feel like some people look at some of that stuff and, like, they're, like, always kind of, like, wanting me to, like, be this or be that when they don't really even know, like, a lot of things that were going on in my life and how I was, like, feeling mentally. You look so good back then. Well, thank you guys. I mean, that's nice of you guys to say and everything, but like I said, I don't really feel like getting, like, too much into it, but at least not right now. But it wasn't regular eating, guys. Obviously, I'm still eating, but, like, the program and some of the things I was, like, on during that time can just affect your body in, like, a lot of ways. Which, yeah, it was supposed to be maintained. That's the purpose. You guys don't know. No, the program I was on, you guys don't know how it, like, affected me. You guys don't know how intense it was. Even they knew that there. I have a doctor where, like, you know, I'm, like, know how I'm doing. And I understand some of you guys might, like, look at me and be like, oh, you look so much healthier than, like, I just saw a comment like that. But really, my health is fine. It's just, you know, things really aren't always, like, as they seem. And maybe someday I'll talk more about that and kind of, like, my experiences and stuff. Of course it was intense. You need to face the demons. Like I said, guys, things weren't as perfect as you think they were, even, like, physically. Like, thank you, Jillian, for the bits.
You don't have to explain to anyone.
Thank you.
The past is the past. Whatever your business is yours. People
Thank
are
you.
losing.
I just kind of sometimes wish people would, you know, just kind of stop, like, telling me, like, you know, like, I understand that I haven't talked about anything. Like, I mean, I have kind of, but, like, you know, that some people, like, think they don't have all the answers, so they kind of just, like, want to tell me, well, things looked better this way or that way, but it's like people don't always know, like, everything that I've been through. Thank you, Paprika Kit, for the bits.
Of love. Do you think going through treatment was necessary for you at the time? Even though it was short term, do you think it was beneficial in any way?
I
Even
mean,
a small
it
way?
was a really hard time in a lot of ways. Robotoxin! Oh my gosh, what's up, Robotoxin? Robotoxin! Oh my gosh, you have now been a sub for 50 months? That's so crazy! Oh my gosh, thanks, Robotoxin. I'll always remember, you're, like, my very first sub, so, like, that's amazing. There's people in chat who do not want to talk about bodies and weight and those things. The topic is triggering. Can we please stop? I'm sorry, you guys. It's not really something, like, you know, like, people then get mad at me. Like, see, then there's comments, like, way to evade the question. But it's kind of like, you know, guys, like, I'm not always on here just kind of, like, to talk about that stuff. And I feel like a lot of this kind of is, like, more my business when it comes down to it than anything. And sometimes it just kind of sucks, like, even trying to, like, talk about things or answer a question and being so quick to be told, like, you're a liar, you're this. Like, you know, it's, like, it's not always great. People are just terrified that they can't help, that's all. Well, you guys don't have to do anything to help, you know, I really am doing fine on everything, and, like, you know, I just appreciate you guys that are, like, you know, here and that, like, watch me and are kind and everything like that. I think, like, sometimes that can be a lot more helpful and really make people feel better. I'm just kind of remembering to treat people like people, and just like remembering we're all humans, then kind of like really pushing things with people all the time. It's been almost 3 years since the SD video. People are exhausting. I don't know how you put up with it so much, Patience. Just remember that you are more than free to move on and not answer if you don't want to. Thank you so much, Manic Love. And that's the thing, guys. Like, a lot of that is in the past anyway. So, I mean... Jillian! Thank you for the bits!
I know it sounds harsh, but don't let anyone make you step out your comfort zone.
Thanks, Jillian!
You know who you are and God. That's only what's important. Heart.
Thank you, Jillian. And that's a really, really good point. You know, like, I think, like, guys, like, at the end of the day, I think I just kind of need to do, like, what I feel is best sometimes. And sometimes I may just really not want to, like, you know, get into, like, every single question or every single, like, detail of my life. And sometimes that can be, like, a little bit scary. At the end of the day, you know, like, I'm always trying to be the best person that I can be. And I know that, and I hope God knows that, and I feel like that's all I can do. Like, I'm sorry if I can't please everyone, but I think sometimes that is impossible anyway. I don't think many people want to talk about their past forever. Exactly. You know, guys, it was kind of like a dark time for me anyway. It's why, like, I'm not always really wanting to... Like, sometimes it kind of sucks, like, having so many people just always wanting to, like, focus on the past when I'm just kind of trying to, like, move on and everything. Thank you, Baby Quartz, for the bits.
I'll send you of love less than 3.
Hi, Baby Quartz. Lots of love to you, too. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Caitlin Abba, thank you for the bits.
You are an influencer and in the public eye. But because you've chosen to be a public figure, you do owe people the open and honest truth that your lifestyle is unhealthy.
Well, I'm not saying I'm any kind of, like, health expert, but really my health is fine right now. And regardless, I don't really feel like I owe everybody every single detail of my life. Like, yeah, I'm, like, an influencer or whatever, but it doesn't mean that, like, you know, people just because they're streamers or YouTubers, I think have to, like, open up about, like, every detail of their life or answer, like, every question that people want to answer from them. Like, I still feel like everybody does have the right to, like, privacy. And like I said, maybe at some point, like, if I do get more comfortable or I decide I want to, then I will talk more about some things that I've gone through and stuff. But, you know, I don't even know if I want to right now. And it's also just kind of like, it's a scary thing. Like, there can be so much judgment on the internet already. So it's like, yeah. PSA chat, Google parasocial relationships. I think, like, some people kind of need to a little bit.
Hi.
Diabolis! Thank you for the 800 bits. Thank you guys so much for this hype train. We're at 77%, so we've almost beaten level 1. T-Lover! Thank you so much for the 10 months. Thank you. Are people serious? Public figures are allowed no privacy? What kind of insanity is that? Y'all are too much, right? Thank you, Rose Absolute. Like, that's how I feel. And then sometimes, like, I feel bad when I see people just getting really upset with me and expecting so much from me. But I feel like whether you're, like, a public influencer or, like, whatever, like, everyone deserves the right to, like, some sense of privacy, you know? Thank you for the bit, Led Zepp. It's honestly weird that people bring that up almost every stream. But also just want to ask, do you check Instagram DMs? I drew you a few months ago. I want to show you, but I'm not sure where to send it. Oh my gosh, Led Zepp, thank you. I would love to see it. I do sometimes, but I don't know if I might have, if I missed it. But if you let me know your username, I would love to see it. Thank you so much. Picato! Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits.
People don't have a right to know everything about your personal life. I think you've said as much as you feel you need to.
Thank you so much, Picato. I appreciate it. Thank you, Quitter Queef, for the bits.
The whole hashtag